Hi guys, welcome back to Pretty Petty Pete, where you get pretty petty and pretty with me, Pete. I am so excited today because today we are reviewing the Sultry palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am super stoked for this palette. It is so... When I first saw this palette appear on the internet, I was thinking, great. Another nude palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Great, awesome. Let me just add these shades of brown to all the other shades of brown I already got. But then I saw it in person and I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I'm actually liking this palette. And here's why. When Modern Renaissance came out, it had a lot of berry tones, it had a lot of burgundies, it had a lot of rust tones, it was beautiful. It was something that we hadn't seen before. It's something that we all loved and everybody just clamored the shelves for. And then they came out with the Subculture palette, which had such an amazing color story to it, but unfortunately the quality of the colors mixing together did not work for everybody, including me. Like, I still have trouble using this palette today. And then they quickly came out with the Prism palette for Christmas last year, another amazing color story, and then they came out with Soft Glam. And everyone clocked them because we were like, we've seen those shades before. A lot of them are in Modern Renaissance. I was not happy with that. When a new palette comes out, I expect there to be an assortment of all new colors. Then her daughter Norvina came out with another palette. I thought, it's pretty. It's alright, it's okay. And then they came out with the Sultry palette. Right off the bat, no velvet. The one thing that like bugs me the most about Anastasia's palettes is the fact that they're all cased in velvet. It's so hard to clean, and I like my palettes to look clean when I'm putting them away and I'm cleaning my brushes, cleaning everything. My room's a mess, but I like to make sure that my makeup is clean for if I'm doing any freelance work. I want to make sure that it's presentable to whoever I'm working with. The fact that this is glitter paper, not just like pressed on glitter, not only will it not come off, it is also just very beautiful, very aesthetically pleasing. This is the first cool toned palette that we've seen from Anastasia. You can make a really true smoky eye with a cool tone palette. The same kind of gray tone smoky eye that we would wear in the early 2000s when wearing bell-bottom jeans, spaghetti strap tank tops, and Jennifer Aniston haircuts was a thing. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do some visual ASMR nonsense. So before we delve into this palette, I'm going to do the base of my face, foundation, highlight, contour, blush, chicken nuggets, and then we are going to delve into this palette together as a family. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe down below, hit the bell button so you know whenever I'm posting on this channel, and welcome to the Pretty Petty Pete family. So now that we're back, I have my full face on. I ordered some McDonald's from Uber Eats, because why, because I can. So now we're going to go in with the brush that Anastasia gave us. We're going to go into the shade Fresh right here, and we're going to use that. We're going to use that to highlight under the brow. Just like that. That's the one shade that I swatched in the store that I wasn't really happy with. I felt like it was way too sheer in comparison to the other shades. But you know what? It probably just makes a really good transition. So I'm going to take it on the fluffy end of that brush, and I'm just going to put it all over. Alright, next we're going to take that same fluffy end, go into the shade Birch, right here. We're going to put that in our crease. We're just going to build it up. This is a really pretty shade. I love this. I feel like it's blending out very nicely. And what we're doing is we're going to be doing a metallic silver smoky eye, and I'm going to try to incorporate that pink shade that comes in the palette some way. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Maybe I'll use it as a blush or something. I don't know yet. We're on a journey together. So now I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. A lot of people ask me for tips on how to do my eye makeup. My one tip to you is do one step at a time on each side. So don't go on to the next step until you're happy with the way that both eyes look after that step. Because it's much easier to adjust in small increments than to adjust in a giant chunk. I really like this shade. It looks warm in the pan, but on the skin it looks really cool. And that's what I was saying that I really like about this palette, is that it's the first time we're seeing a cool tone palette from Anastasia. Next, I'm going to take the shade Twig right here. I'm going to deepen that crease a little bit. And then I'm going to take it on the fluffy brush and just blur it out a little bit. Really deepen that crease. Because I have hooded eyes, when I'm looking down, like, you can see a lot of the detail. But as soon as I go up and forward, a lot of that detail gets lost. So I want to make sure that the detail that I'm putting in gets noticed. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, take that shade Fresh, and blur out that line right there. And then next I'm going to take the detail end of the brush, go into the shade Dystopian. It's a nice, beautiful chocolate brown. I'm going to really define that crease. And then I'm going to wing out the liner a little bit. Wing out the shadow a little bit. I'm noticing this palette has a lot of fallout, which isn't bad, it's just annoying. Because I have hooded eyes, I like to wing out the liner a little bit.
Why do I keep saying that?
Excuse me. And then what I'm going to do, which is just a bold choice on my part, I'm going to take Noir, which is the only shade that I notice on here that's a repeat. But I'm not mad about that. Why? Because it's black. And then what I'm doing is I'm just creating a little V on my outer corner. And then I'm going to take Noir and really make that crease. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my crease. This is how I like to do it. I take a little bit of concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C3. I'm just going to take it on a little angled brush. This is a Morphe B11. And what I do is I like to line my eye with it and then roll my eyes. And then you see how it leaves a little imprint right there? That's the highest point that your eyelid will reach. So that tells us that we need to get it to there. And then I'm only doing a half cut crease today because I feel like a half cut crease always looks way better on me. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, I didn't get enough concealer on my eyelid. And then you see that? There's that line again. So we just fill in the blank. And then I'm just taking my finger and blending the concealer a little bit. You don't want to blend above the line, otherwise it's not a cut crease. It's just an eyeball, Linda. Of course I don't have a packing brush that's clean. Why would I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush, I'm going to go into the shade Pearl, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Oh, this is so pretty. And then I'm going to go in with my finger into the shade Cyborg. It's this beautiful metallic silver. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it on top of my lid. You see, guys, this is the kind of eyeshadow look that I was really into when I first started liking makeup. Gray tones, silvery, smoky eyes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Noir and blend it into the lid towards the center. So let's see. Next I'm going to take the shade Bloom. I wanted to use this and I didn't know how. I think I'm going to just pop it on my lower lid. It might be a bad decision. I don't know. We'll find out. It's actually not bad. Then I'm going to take a little bit more of the Noir and put it on my lower outer corner just to marry the two together. Alright, so I'm going to go put on some liner, mascara, lashes, and lips, and we'll be right back with the verdict. Okay, now that I have lashes and lipstick on, everything is complete. I'm just going to set it with a little bit of setting spray. But let's talk about the palette. What do I think of it? I think it's a really beautiful palette. Do I think it's the best palette that Anastasia has ever come out with? No, I don't think it's the best, but I do think it's one of their top. Do I think it's worth your money? Yes. I think that this is a great, cool neutral palette. I think the colors have great payoff. I think that the metallics have great shine. I think that the mattes are really pigmented. And I think that you can get a lot of versatile looks out of this. Although I will say this, if I do see Anastasia come out with one more neutral palette, I will
set fire to the rain.
I want another amazing color story like these palettes. When these palettes came out, I was so stoked. I was like, yes, Anastasia, come through with the crazy colors. I love these. And since then, they've just been coming out with neutral, 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 neutral. The closest thing that we've gotten to a crazy color story from Anastasia is the Norvina palette, and even that's not nearly as wild. But still, I do love this palette. I think that this is a great product. It's definitely worth your money. It's retailed at I don't remember. I'll put the price right here. But it's an amazing product. Definitely go get it. You can find it at Sephora, you can find it at Ulta, you can find it at AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of this palette. Let me know what you think of this eye look. Let me know what you want to see in my next video. Let me know in the comments what you want me to review next time. Until then, see you soon.